Switching up my energy, my enemies. Feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just in and preach. No deal, I like
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out west in the American League, the Astros launched 3 home runs as they dismantled the A's 7-1. The Boston Red Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 6-1. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Yankees swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Seattle Mariners 7-5. Michael Fulmer collected his 8th win overall as the Tigers got the win against the Rangers 4-2. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. Oliver Perez earned his first victory of the season, leading the Indians to the win over the Rays 5-2. The Orioles racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. The Kansas City Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-1. The Chicago White Sox got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. The Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 7-3. Jacob deGrom pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, helping the Mets get the best of the Brewers 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Chicago Cubs went deep 4 times as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 12-11. The Pittsburgh Pirates grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 7-6. The Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-3. The St. Louis Cardinals totaled 11 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-2. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
To go in circles, a lifetime of giving up. Oh, you hostile, give me a break. Don't say something about the band. And first he would tell me I'm his friend. Actually, no thanks, I'm okay. And then he would send me lost my way. I want new friends, but then I want me.
On a blistering hot day in Houston, the roof is closed and the AC is going full steam. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Stros are looking to break out the brooms here at home.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Framber Valdez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Elvis Andrus is at the plate as he watches ball one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy. It's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans without question. That's exactly what this team's doing.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Tony.
Digging in next, Tony Kemp. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Now the pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that one got a piece of him.
Batting third.
So now to the plate, Matt Chapman for his career in this matchup. He's only 2 for 10. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. To second for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Mike Fiers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
So now into the box is Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Now here's the pitch. And Dan D-Row, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 3.
Stepping in next, Miles Straw. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Left side. Speared on the dive. The throw. It's there. He got him.
Batting third.
So a fine play down there at the hot corner to take a base hit away, and that would appear to be a good segue to check out the league leaderboard for team fielding percentage. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. The 2-1 home. Alex Bregman would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is foul tip, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
The 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next up is Mark Canha. His prior history versus this arm. He hits at a .364 clip. First offering. Hit hard to the right side, and that's through for a hit. Throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And he lays off there, 1-0. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 15 long balls and an even 40 RBIs. The set and the 1-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. In the air, down the line and left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So the next to bat will be Stephen Piscotty. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
Kenna at second, Pinder at first, 2 out in the inning. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Hayes strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Amazing to think about it when this guy had such a disappointing and dreadful month at the plate last month. He's one of the better hitters in baseball, and that's why they call it an average. Expect him to bounce back and be near the top of the league average.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll come in here at 259, 10 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground. But obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Correa.
Now a move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. And that misses, ball 1. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 16 homers and 46 driven in. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Fires, pauses. Here's the delivery. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Swing and a liner. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Next, it'll be Kyle Tucker. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. He's set. Here it comes. Here's the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave one. Will move to the third with no score.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into this game, they rank among the best teams in the league in strikeouts and hits allowed, which is no doubt an indication that they have a lot of depth on this staff. One member of the coaching staff reiterated that most teams realistically have only 2 or 3 dominant arms, if that. But we're extremely fortunate. We've got so many talented guys that we're really confident in throwing out there in just about any situation.
Leading
Matt?
off for Oakland.
Good stuff, Heidi.
The catcher,
Thanks.
Sean Murphy.
And now the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 11 for him on the season, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat.
Elvis.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Coming in is Tucker. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
At the plate now, Tony Kemp. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Andres on second. Kemp on at first with nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Here's the 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. First and second here with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
A bare hand for one to Gurriel, and they get them both.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at bat. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Two and one, here it is. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Digging in will be Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He comes in at 262 on the year, 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. One and one to Jason Castro. One and two.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
The left fielder,
here's
number
Michael
23.
Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
Now here's the first offering. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. The tag from Andrus, and they got him at second.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Astros are down quietly. They still trail 1-0.
Wearing a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you or cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And stepping in, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The center fielder, number 22.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
No, 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now it's Mark Canha as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again 1-2. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning.
Now
He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Chad Pinder.
Into the box, Chad Pinder. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. There is Altuve. Onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. They lead it 1-0. Now it'll be Miles Straw. He bounced out last time up.
Astros, the center fielder, number 3.
First pitch on its way.
No, that's high.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup. And
that'll bring up Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Fouled away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Now a swinging bunt. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Count still at 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping in once again is Elvis Andrus. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
High and deep to center field. Strong is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. Two down with a runner at first, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. From the stretch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
When it rains, it pours sometimes, and it's a downpour right now. First an error and now a pass ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
3-1 to him now. Two out here and a runner at second. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Now here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Matt Olson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A's have to settle for just the 1.
Now they telling their friends, I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the AB now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run, And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's Carlos Correa now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Next to hit is Kyle Tucker. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Fires, pauses, the 2-2 pitch. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Couple of runners on base with 1 down, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch coming, here it is. Breaking ball below the zone, that's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gurriel carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So
Now
here
batting,
is Jason
catcher,
Castro.
Jason
And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners
Castro.
on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And now the first pitch. The 1-0. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Here comes the 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ryan Stanek takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 45, Ron.
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ramon Laureano.
Leading off the opening, the center fielder, number 22.
He's set, and the pitch. Now here's the pitch. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2.
2-2. Oh. 3-2.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Mark Canha, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now Canha smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this one. Brantley going back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Into the box now, Chad Pinder, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Stanek rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Bregman gloves it, and there's out number 2. So a runner at second, 2 down now. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. First delivery to him, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kenna at second with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland, but they're on top 2-0.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Here's the first pitch to him. Andrus will play this one at short, right to him. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. And now here is Miles Straw. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base
hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 2 out, nobody on.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch.
swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Astros are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
So now to the plate, Alex Bregman. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the A's 2 and the Astros 1. 7th inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Sean Murphy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 pitch.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Fouled off. One and 2, here it comes. Now Andrus with a swing and a deep drive to left. Ranging back is Tucker. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Wow, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, as a former outfielder. You know that wall's coming close. What a terrific play.
Was a terrific play, and his teammates are going to love him for that. He gave up his body. He knew he was going to take a hit. He braced himself and was very athletic robbing that baseball.
In now, Tony Kemp, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. His prior history in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead it 2-1.
7th inning stretch.
J.B. Wendelken will take over
Now
on the mound to
pitching for
start the bottom of the
Athletics.
7th.
Number 57, J.B. Wendelken.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus, stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Now at the plate is Carlos Correa. It was a walk in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And that's the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number
Next
30.
to stand in is Kyle Tucker. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 0 for 4. First pitch on its way. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Outside, 2-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. Another payoff pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Andres ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Joe
attention,
Smith
please.
has been summoned from the
Now
bullpen
pitching
as he'll
for
do so to
Astros.
start the 8th.
Number 38. Go. Smith.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Matt Chapman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The Astros are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance, only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
Count even now at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Into the box, Matt Olson. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Now to bat, Ramon Laureano. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's set. Here it comes. On the year, Laureano is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. The throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Mark Hanna is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Towards second. Altuve to his right. He has it. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Standing in now, Chad Pinder, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. A's have to settle for just the 1. Jake Diekman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 35, Jake Diekman.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel is past history with Jake Diekman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Gurriel.
First pitch on its way. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, when you hear people talk about
Now
the
batting,
unwritten rules
catcher,
of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that.
Astros.
You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
At the plate, Jason Castro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Gurriel on at first, nobody out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Hoping to send him packing, pitch on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Three-two pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 3-2 pitch. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
The left fielder, number 23.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. Has a look, now the pitch. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. The 0-1. And it's fouled away.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. On a rope to the second baseman.
The batter, number 3.
So next to bat will be Miles Straw. His past history with Jake Diekman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A bullet to first base. Next to dig in, Yordan Alvarez. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. Strike one.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 2 left for the Astros. Score holds. It's 3-1. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Piscotty.
First offering on its way.
Oh, 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Sean Murphy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the AB now. Squared that one up just a little late. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Now the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Andrew.
To the plate now, Elvis Andrus, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Here it comes now to Andrus, and it's 1-1. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Count still full, 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. A's are gone in order, and it's still 3-1. Trevor Rosenthal is the man
now
called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Trevor Rosenthal.
All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch to him, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
The pitch. And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Now the 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
From the stretch, Jose Altuve comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
In the air, down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Rosenthal's ready. Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now to the plate, Carlos Correa. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. He's in at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
All right, here we go. RBI base hit to cut the lead in half, get the crowd going. You can feel the energy rising. Maybe that leads to an offensive explosion. We'll see.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. The 1-2. Correa leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing high levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Last strike now for Houston. Fouled off. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, no surprise that he's able to close the deal here. That's career save number 150. And in today's game, where the closer's job is seemingly always up for grabs, that's pretty impressive.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Oakland A's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Mike Fiers earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Trevor Rosenthal records the save, his 18th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Give thanks before I eat, pray. But tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat's at. Now I'm riding up to 2. You would think I'm in the 6. Born Jan 26, 36, but I never.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Astros, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Unionizing their services. They say that you don't love me. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I pull up on my lips somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much. Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Screaming faded world. Crickets coming out like a Wrigley. I watch my mouth, child. He don't